Hey YouTube, this is Jennifer and I'm here with my 11-week post-op vertical sleeve gastrectomy update. I just got finished with my workout. I threw a shirt on, thought I'd hurry up and get this video done before I get my shower because it's getting late. So I'm going to start with the numbers. Don't really have a lot to say this week. My highest weight was 274 before surgery. And last week my weight was 220.4, and this week my weight is 217.6, which means I've lost 2.8 pounds since last week and 56.4 pounds altogether, and I think that's awesome. I'm excited about it. I've got 92.6 pounds to go to get to my goal of 125 pounds. Speaking of that goal, I was noticing different people talking about losing weight. You know, usually they don't have that much to lose to start with, but they are considered overweight by their BMI. And you know, like somebody posted today, they were celebrating because they're finally in the normal weight range. They're not considered overweight anymore, and that's great. But for me to be considered in the normal range, because I'm 5 feet tall, I'm short, 128 pounds is the highest that I'm supposed to be. But everybody says, a lot of people tell me, oh, if you get down that small, you're going to look sick, or you're going to be too small, or you can't do that. Well, why can't I do it if they can do it? Just because they're taller, you know, they're like 5'6" or whatever, and their weight range, you know, is higher, like in the 150s, then they're considered normal weight. Just because the 156 pounds is normal weight for them doesn't mean that that's okay for me, you know, because I'm only 5 feet tall. My normal BMI, if I want to go by that, would be like between 98 and 128 pounds. So if they can do it, then why can't they tell me I can't do it? That's what I want to know. So my goal is 125 pounds, and we'll see what I look like and what I feel like when I get there, because I may want to lose more. I may not. I may decide I don't want to go that far, but I don't think so. I want to try my best to get down to 125, and I may go smaller because I can, or I want to. Maybe I want to. I don't know. But anyway, that's been bothering me. I didn't even plan to say that. Let's see. I'm still doing my 3-mile walk, which is like a 50-minute workout, and it's pretty strenuous. I've been doing it almost every day. I was trying to do Alicia's 30-30 challenge, which is 30 minutes of exercises for 30 days in a row, and some things came up that I didn't do my workout for a couple days, but I still did some walking and stuff. But I don't know, I don't really consider walking around the grocery store a workout for me. It is for some people, really it is, but I just don't consider that for myself a workout. Something happened that was really cool on Facebook. A couple people told me that I was an inspiration to them, that I was a motivation, that since I've made changes and lost weight, that they're going to make changes, or they have made changes and they're losing weight. They're making changes for their family, you know, their kids. They've quit drinking pop. We call it pop soda. I think that's awesome. I didn't expect it at all. It just blew me away that people are saying that to me. I mean, and they know I had surgery, because I'm not keeping it a secret. And these are people that I know in real life, and it's awesome. I think that's an NSV. That is great. And another NSV is, and I've been noticing this ever since like the first couple weeks from surgery, but it's getting really noticeable now, is that I can fit in places that I couldn't fit in before. I can move in certain ways that I couldn't move before, and I can reach parts of my body that I couldn't reach before. I can scratch my own back. I can I was shaving my legs before, but now it's just easy. And All of us who've been pretty overweight know that it's not easy to get a shower and get yourself good and clean. It's not easy to dry off afterwards, but I don't have to do those little weird tricks with the towel that I used to have to do before. And if you're very overweight, you know what I'm talking about. I can just do it now, and I'm enjoying being a normal person. I feel more normal now. I feel like I'm emerging from a marshmallow, and I've said this a lot to my husband. He laughs at me. I just feel like I'm just emerging from a marshmallow. I've just been covered in gooey marshmallow, and I'm just coming out of it. And I love it. Let's see. I'm going to start trying to drink just plain water, and not water that has flavoring in it. I've talked about this once before, but I've been doing some reading about aspartame, and I'm not liking what I'm reading. I don't know. I read that it can cause heart palpitations, and now, I've said before that I've been having heart palpitations, and since surgery. I have had them all my life, but just a little bit. But since surgery, it's like craziness. I was reading that aspartame can cause heart palpitations, and I'm thinking maybe that's been my problem all along. So starting today, I've been trying to drink just plain water. I did have a flavored water this morning I bought that was already flavored, but since then I've just been drinking plain water. I've been doing the same thing as I did with my flavored water: stick it in the freezer until it gets slushy, and then drink it. And I love it. Even though it has no flavoring in it, I love it. I'm going to have to try to look at all of the stuff I eat and drink, and I want to try to just get away from that completely. Even if I have to drink something that's got sugar in it, just plain regular sugar, I think sugar is better for us than aspartame and all those other things, because sugar is natural, as long as it's natural sugar. I'm not saying I'm going to go crazy with sugar, but I'm just saying if I have to choose, I will choose that over the other choices. I'm drinking my protein shake. This one is a caramel flavored protein shake, and I am using a straw. I've been using a straw for a couple, probably, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 weeks now, and it's not hurting me. And I just don't like to drink these protein drinks just straight out of the glass or whatever they're in. I think it's better through a straw. I can drink it a lot better through a straw. This is just, I use the Body Fortress, I think it's called, vanilla protein powder, and I put it in half a cup of 1% milk, and I used 1/4 of a cup of cottage cheese, fat-free. I think it was cottage cheese. And I know cottage cheese sounds like an odd thing to put in a shake, but it's not. And then I put some caramel flavoring in it, sugar-free, and it may have aspartame in it. I didn't even think about that. I need to check. But anyway, then I blended that in the blender, and the cottage cheese, once you blend it up really good, the cottage cheese gives it like a creamy consistency, and it adds a lot of protein, which is why I'm using it. And so this right here is a cup. It was filled up to here, and it's a cup, and it has, I think, 32.5 grams of protein in it. So I don't really love it. It's not, I wouldn't drink this if I didn't have to, but it has a lot of protein in it, so it's okay. I mean, it's not like a milkshake from McDonald's or anything, but speaking of that, I've got used to not having anything really sweet. I'm not eating anything like I used to. No candy bars, cookies, cake, milkshakes, none of that stuff. And I'm just used to that now. And the other day I bought it was a frozen yogurt bar, like on a stick, the ice cream. And it was mango flavored. I forget the brand, Yasso or something like that. And I don't do this often. It's just I wanted to try it. The kids had ice cream, so I got that for me. And I was eating it. I ate the whole thing, and I was like, you know, it was okay. It was frozen yogurt, you know. It's not the best thing in the world, but it was tasting pretty good to me. And my daughter said, "Can I taste it?" So I let her taste it, and she's like, "Ew, it tastes like medicine." And I guess it's just where I'm just not used to sweet stuff anymore. It tasted sweet to me. And they're like, "Ew." They can have their sugary ice cream, though I don't want it. Because, I mean, I could eat that. It's not like I can't eat it. This surgery doesn't keep you from eating things like that. I mean, you still have to make good choices. I mean, I can only eat like an ounce at a time. I could eat an ounce of potato chips, or an ounce of ice cream, or an ounce of candy bars, or an ounce of anything. I could eat an ounce of anything. But I choose to eat an ounce of protein, an ounce of something that's good for me. You know, you still have to use your mind. The surgery, the sleeve, it's just a tool, and it's not going to do it all for you, and it's not going to exercise for you either. So anyway, I guess that's all I have for today. But I was tagged in Annette's questions by Christy. Thank you, Christy. I was tagged last week, and I haven't had a chance to do my video, but I am going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow, hopefully. So I will see you tomorrow with my questions by Annette. Bye.